the first team to have a double-digit lead is going to win this game, the way this game has been flowing.
Third quarter begins. Toto Villarreal trying to change the script immediately para sa Nueva Ecija. That's the first make from beyond the arc para sa Rice Vanguards. Toto Villarreal makes it a 4-point lead for Nueva Ecija. Denison trying to answer. Rebound picked up by JV Marcelino. Here's Robbie Celis. He'll wait for friends. Will Macaloni is there. Sean Jackson has started the third as well for San Juan. Toto bigay kay Robbie Celis. Looks at the clock. The drop step
What a pass.
to the corner. JV. Yes! Back to back para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, and the lead is up to 7 points.
Don't you just love it when the numbers, we just say it, and then suddenly it's being displayed on the floor after being scoreless from the three-point line. They make two back-to-back threes. Marcelino at the basket gets fouled by Alforque.
A good challenge there by Royce Alforque, not giving up and forcing JC Marcelino to earn his points at the line.
So this was the action. A little dribble handoff, one dribble. Byron Villarias, they've been aching to make a three. And this one, not sure if it was a design play, but designed or not, if it's an open shot, especially coming from a pass, you're gonna take it. Hindi naman pinahiya ni Marcelino, si Celis.
Now a 7-0 run to begin the third, 8-0 run. And Nueva Ecija has opened up a 9-point lead here sa ating third quarter. 52-43, Sean Jackson. There's a foul.
By Byron. Zone. It's the matchup.
Alforque swings it over to Denison. Gamboa drives. A beautiful sidestep galing kay Marvin Gamboa. So graceful with that move.
That's just beautiful execution by San Juan. They love that action as Byron Villarias trying to go back-to-back with his three. But we're going to see it once again, for sure. Now this was it. And this was the swing, sidestep. But really what triggered the action is the Alforque drive on the left side, and then the swing to the other end. You got the defense in a closeout situation, and then the counter drive by Mr. Gamboa.
52-45. Mr. Gamboa, whose dad Arnold played against Reynel Hugnatan in the NBA.
Uncle Alan. Tama ba?
Arnold.
Yeah, and then Uncle niya, si Alan.
Yeah, Uncle Alan. Ron Denison misses the three. Rebound nakuha ni Robbie Celis. JV Marcelino. Macaloni. Right at the nail. Macaloni double teamed by Denison. The help coming. 11 seconds on the shot clock. And we have Mika Abisamis with us.
Thank you very much. I am with Coach Rob Waynard. Coach, it was a tight game at the half. What did you guys talk about in the dugout to get this far this time around?
It's just our execution. We're two very good teams. We're going to make our run, so we made our run, and we can obviously expect they're going to make their run. So we just got to keep executing, playing good defense, and hopefully, end game, we come out on top.
Coach, quickly, what do you want to tell all the fans inside the Coliseum tonight?
All the fans, thank you for the love and appreciation. We love to come here and play. Look at this crowd, wall-to-wall people, man. We really, they're the reason we fight so hard here. We're going to continue to fight as long as they continue to support.
Appreciate it. Coach Rob Waynard. To Coach Chris.
Thanks so much, Mika, and I'd like to thank Coach Rob Waynard for allowing us, for obliging for that interview.
Hindi recorded yun, ha?
Oh, live.
That was a live interview while the two teams are still inside playing.
52-47. We got some insight there on how. Oh, that's an
Offensive
offensive foul on Macaloni. The referee Mike Kinay had a really good angle para makita yung offensive foul na
Repeat yun. Ito makikita natin sa replay. They're right here, pretty much charged and using the basketball right there.
The push off there, but Macaroni still made the shot, by the way. Here's Jackson. As Coach Rob Brainerd pointed out, it's
Execution.
execution and yung expectation that the other team is going to come back
And
every time.
There's a reason why both teams are undefeated, and execution is a big part of their game.
Alforque, Calisaan, Denison up against Toto Villarias. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Gamboa, fade away. No. Rebound ends up with Alforque. Alforque picks up the loose ball after Gamboa lost it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Alforque against Manaytay. Royce with a jumper. Money para kay Royce Alforque.
How about the thrust by Gamboa right there? He was about to go to the post. He had Marcelino on him on the scramble on the cross match after the offensive rebound, trusting Alforque to make the right play and was able to score. Now talk about fishing here in Nueva Ecija. Robbie Celis just did that, extending those arms on that mini up and under and getting to the line. Ito yung atake sa mismatch and puts Manaytay pretty much on mini skates, napa-atras, and was able to go for the higher percentage shot.
Robbie Celis knocks down the first free throw, extending the lead to 4. And someone pretty much recovering from that early burst. Galing sa Nueva Ecija, get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. 2 for 2 for Robbie Celis. 5-point cushion. 6:24 remaining in the third. Maikes has returned for Calisaan. Orlan Omar is back on the floor as well, together with Jackson, Alforque, Gamboa, and Maikes. Marcelino twins, Manaytay, Celis, and Villarias for the green shirts. Wamar, no look pass, Maikes.
Well, somebody forgot to rotate, and that was between, I believe, Manaytay and one of the twins on the weak side. But nonetheless, it was a terrific look underneath to Maikes.
4 assists para kay Orlan Omar to go with his 5 points. So Robbie with a jumper. Too strong, has not been there. Jumper ni Robbie Celis. Wamar 3 in transition. Knocks it down, and we are tied up again at 54.
Anytime somebody goes for a speed dribble pull-up, alam mo sino nare-remind sa akin? You're gonna be surprised by the name I'm gonna throw out. Jomer Rubi.
Lalim na naman.
Grabe. Grabe yun. Former, San Sebastian ba? Right?
And Manaytay answers right back with a 3.
I don't think even the millennials can relate to the name that I just threw out.
I think so. I've heard of that name. That's kickball. Ooh, last touch as well. 2 twins down on the floor. The twins lang. Hindi dalawa. Tapos dalawa na sila. 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Manaytay with the answer to that Wamar 3 to restore this 3-point advantage of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
Pangatlo na yan, no? Pangatlong 3-pointer na dito sa
in the third
quarter. All 3-pointers here in the third quarter after none in the first half.
Wamar pulls the trigger.
Short, way short, super short.
It's an air ball. 57-54. Halfway through this third period. Tingnan natin ang ating assist of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. A basket earlier from Maikes on the pass from Omar. Corner, JB for 3. That won't go. Celis gets the tap. Celis with a turnaround shot, and Robbie Celis.
Footwork clinic.
But that was, nakita mo yung determinasyon ni Robbie na tapusin niya yun because he's come up short and has missed a handful of attempts in this game.
I was about to say, we mentioned Macaloni, leading scorer with 18 points. Somebody has to emerge as the second scorer. But how about Dexter, my guess? The game winner in the last game, and then back-to-back baskets. Pagkapasok niya off the bench, itong tandem na to slowly becoming a threat. That Wamar, my guess.
Well, nakita natin yan. They won the
Last
game.
season, yeah.
They won the game last time.
And then last time,
And that's Robbie Celis right there with a turnaround. My guess had the line, 7 points so far. Completing the three-point play here. 59-57. And there's a nugget of information that we have to share because we mentioned Jome Ruby.
fire away.
He played for Perpetual.
Perpetual. My
Si,
apologies. That's why I was unsure.
Benson De La Paz, the social media manager
Thank
of
you, sir. Thank you.
NUEVA ECIJA, was actually the one who...
I really knew him as a part of the PBL Tanduay team.
Yeah.
And that was a powerhouse.
Oo.
Eric Mink Tanduay team. That's why I was unsure. So, maraming salamat po.
Parang hindi natalo yun yung team na rin. Gamboa pulls up, and that's a confident-looking
Nung first
Arvin
half pa
Gamboa.
confident yan Nung first half pa confident yan si Gamboa.
61-59, 2-point advantage. JC, well defended by Orlan Wamar. Alforque to Wamar, open, yes! Orlan Wamar doing it on both ends of the floor, and here he is again. But Marcelino imposing his will this time.
They might challenge this. San Juan might challenge this. They believe that it was either marginal contact or no contact at all. This was after the three off a made basket. How about the hang time?
That's where JC Marcelino is at his best in transition.
Ito na yung challenge.
And dito yung drive and transition. Iniwasan ni Alforque yung contact. And there's also no contact on Orlan Wamar.
Just still a basket. Nonetheless, but you save a foul, obviously on the part of San Juan, and a free throw.
It's back to a 1-point lead for NUEVA ECIJA. Sa bandal, Gamboa against Celis. Arvin, another jumper. He will get the bounce. Arvin Gamboa with 9 points in the game. He averages just 5.8 points per ball game and 4.9 rebounds. Pero meron na siyang 9 na puntos sa larong to. Robles to Celis. Costello, Manaytay, baba kay Robbie Celis. Another well-executed play para dito sa NUEVA ECIJA. 2.5 minutes to play. They're up by 1 here in the third. There's a foul.
Pinag-usapan pa lang yan doon sa interview ni Mika kay Rob Wainwright. How important execution is. You see the switch here after the dribble handoff and then the feed from high to low to Robbie.
Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Orlan Wamar is at the line after the foul by Manaytay. That's the first one to drop, Orlan Wamar.
Yeah, that's something to look out for because nabanggit natin, the challenge saves a foul. Or I believe that was Maikes or Kalisan, one of the two. And it saves a team foul for them. Dalawa pa lang ang team foul ngayon ng San Juan, which means they have 2 more to give. Sa kabiglang panig naman, NUEVA ECIJA already in the penalty. That could spell a difference sa depensa ng NUEVA ECIJA for the last 2 minutes of this quarter.
Wilson gets the handoff up against Sabandal. Wilson, wow, what a move, John Wilson. Reminding us who he is. Offensive foul, Dexter Maikes. Ryan Costello is down on the floor. I think these are former teammates of San Sebastian. Costello at Marquez.
Alam mo si Delph, some players, may mga kinakain before the game that helps them. Palagay ko ngayong gabi, pansit kanto ng kinain nito, yung mga instant noodles kasi instant offense ang nakikita natin for the former MPBL MVP na si John Wilson. Now, it's not the best of choices, healthiest, but hey, if it works for you, it works for you.
Sabihin ko na sana eh.
But I know you get it because our viewers certainly do. Paborito ng bayan yan, by the way.
67-66.
Wala akong brand na sinabi, bahala na kayo.
Wamar, crossover, blocked by Manaytay. It will stay with San Juan. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Double cross pa dun si Orlan Wamar, pero huling-huli ni Manaytay. That's a hold on Manaytay. 2 free throws coming up for Marquez.
By NUEVA ECIJA is going to result into free throws. And sometimes, you know, it not only helps San Juan obviously to put points on the board. Yung rhythm mo nawawala eh. Kasi nasa-set up yung depensa ng San Juan, and every time you have your defense set, it fuels their offense on the other end every time they get a stop, because obviously tumataas ang percentage every time you have the defense 5-on-5.
And San Juan is making free throws right here. They're 10 of 13 at the line so far. Costello, Wilson fires and hits.
Ano sabi ko sa'yo? 10 points for John Wilson in limited minutes, less than 12 minutes. 3 of 4 total field goals para sa kanya.
Wilson is now the second leading scorer sa Bandal. And Wilson acknowledges the foul.
Right now, but initially, hindi. Tingnan natin sa replay. Pero dito, naiwanan lang ng sandali. Did not even hesitate. Nothing but net.
Wilson, there was a time when he was the main man for San Juan. So Bandal missed the free throw. That was season 3, I believe.
Right?
He was playing alongside Mike
Cardona.
Mike, no more.
Wala naman si Macmac nun?
Season 2 si Macmac.
Okay. Hindi ba sila nag-abot?
Nag-abot sila.
Nag-abot
Kasabay
sila.
sila. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Maraming salamat.
You're referring to the MVP year.
Yeah, the MVP year. Mike Ayonayon.
Ayonayon.
Jonah Clarito.
Yes.
But they were together in the championship. And I think lumabas sa timeline ko yun recently. April 25 or 26.
Right.
And
it's really where timelines are being helpful. No?
kaya nga eh.
It digs down deep into our memories and then helps us remember.
Costello for 3. Papa Ray will be whistled for the foul. And nasa penalty na rin ng San Juan. 2 free throws coming up para kay Jammer Hamito. But this is the quarter where we did not see a lot of Will Macalone. He's stuck at 18 points, but the 3-point shooting has come to the fore here para dito sa NUEVA ECIJA.
0 for 6, tulad na nabanggit natin ng first half. Tatlo na na-shoot nila. Set the tone to start this game. The first 2 minutes, one by Byron, the other one by JV Marcelino in the left corner.
Amito split at the line. 3-point lead, NUEVA ECIJA. Grabe, playoff vibe dito ang larong to. 71-68. Sa Bandal, trying to get away the kick out. Papa Ray able to keep it in play. Trying to test the defense of Robles. He lost it. No call. Wilson on the move. Behind the back. Tancinco lays it in. Using the left hand. Impact plays galing kay John Wilson there. Feeding Ralph Tancinco. Viloria out to Maiquez. The three short. Wilson with the rebound. Wilson feeling it. Fires. No. And Maiquez grabs the rebound and Costello bats it away. Bola ng San Juan. 22 seconds remaining here in the third. Check out this fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners. That's Tosi Tancinco with the finish.
Reina Lugnatan trying to take advantage of the smaller Robles. Turns it into a turnover. And was a Wilson-led fast break with the behind-the-back pass. That's one more. Trying to close out this quarter with a bang with that three-pointer. Tancinco from half-court, wala. And that has to be deflating because
Nueva Ecija, the home team, leading by 2 against San Juan.
after 2 quarters, as you see the attendance, 3,000 dito sa Nueva Ecija. Napag-usapan natin, the jabs thrown, the punches thrown in the first 2 quarters. And then trying for the knockout punch possibly to start the 3rd quarter. Both teams have yet to lead in double figures in this game.
Yeah.
Biggest lead is only 9. That 2 quick 3-pointers na sinimulan, as you see, almost a 30-point quarter for both teams. Huge scoring for both teams. And that's why lamang yung San Juan ng dalawa or Nueva Ecija ng dalawa to start the 4th.
But Reina Lugnatan opens the 4th quarter with a short stab there.
The thing is, you could say that they could have led more. That was a 6-point swing, I thought.
Yeah.
6-point swing. Why? Because we talked about them having the last shot. You look at the lead changes and deadlocks. 13 lead changes, 7 deadlocks. Instead of getting the last shot, nagkaroon pa ng pagkakataon yung San Juan, and it ends up as a 3 for Wamar. And then dalawa na lang yung kalamangan. John Wilson for 3 off the inbounds. Wala.
The foul on Costello. So it's turned into a 5-0 run.
And going back to the last 22 seconds of the 3rd.
Alam mo yun nakikita natin 7-0 run, 5-0 run, 8-2 run. That has been the story of this game.
But anytime you're in a playoff atmosphere type of a game, every possession is just critical.
Just difficult to make mistakes here. That's just the nature of the business. Maiquez, foul away from the ball.
Unsportsmanlike.
Anspo. Jammer Hamito. Bagsak si AC Soberano.
They will review this. But remember, kung inconclusive to, and that's the worst scenario.
JB and JC Marcelino checking back in for Ryan Costello.
Always watching.
Si
Konsehal or Kagawad, Raymond Binuya also watching.
Ako sasabihin ko na sa kanya kung sino pinakamagaling.
Holding down.
Chris din yun. Yun lang yung ni-retire na number. Chris Cantonhos. Pero hindi Christian yan.
Chris lang.
Alam ko, Christopher yata si Kuya Chris.
AC Soberano. A foul on Jammer Hamito. And there's a whistle.
Yung the late Buboy Tanigi.
Yeah.
Mahusay na gwardiya rin. Yung galing Baste yun. Sure ako. Saka naging magkakampiyan sa Tanduay. PBL Tanduay.
I was a big fan of Buboy Tanigi.
Grabe yung team na yun.
I was a big fan. And I remember them playing in Bacolod. He was in high school. Oh, steal.
Agaw.
Marcelino. Finds his twin. Fake. No. One of the rare times
in their lives.
The JC and JV Marcelino fast break was foiled. And it took 4 white shirts.
Ang history niyan, sa backyard pa nila nung mga bata pa sila.
Oo. Viloria misses on the jumper. JC Marcelino. Good job by Cranial fronting, but Jammer Hamito knocks down the jumper.
A good flash to the ball
Relax na relax
by
si boss.
Jammer, no? And the read, even before he gets the pass, alam niya na, libre siya. Kaya confident na yung kanyang jumper.
Soberano, Wilson doing a great job moving his feet defensively. Maikes. Again, Wilson. Ognatan for 3. Oh, Wamar just took that away from Macaloni. Parang ano no? Ang bata na kinuha na ng bola.
That's something na kailangan makita ulit natin. Because I'm not sure kung binaba niya yung bola, no? And anytime you do that, it favors the guards. Catch and shoot.
San Juan unable to capitalize on that steal. Pero here comes Nueva Ecija. The spin cycle and the finish. The former MVP, JC Marcelino. You know what? This is too big of a game for JC Marcelino not to make an impact.
This is why I love being here. Because we heard the oohs and ahs even before the shot. Doon sa spin move pa lang, narinig mo na sa crowd. At ang maganda ron, tinapos pa niya with the made free throw.
78-73. Marcelino all-around game. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. On 5 of 5 free throws. Orlan Ramar is fouled by JB Marcelino.
And this time, aside from the number, you could easily distinguish who is who between the Marcelino twins. Dahil ang may bulak sa ilong ay si JV.
And then may band sa kanang kamay ay
Right.
si JC. Also wearing the Kobe 4 gold medals. Naka-ja shoes si JV. We have
Nice.
tagal natin di nakita si Mike Calisan on the floor. It looks like ngayon pala siya babalik. Christian.
Maganda rin kasi nilaro ni Maikes, especially in that stretch late in the third quarter. Really made an impact. They're going to need Kalisa, and he's most likely going to finish the game. Has 9 points, 4 boards, 1 dime in 16 minutes of play.
17 points now for Orlan Wamar. He's Orlan Wamar, I think, a little bit of both scorer and playmaker tonight. On most nights, he is Orlan Wamar, the playmaker. On other nights, he's Orlan Wamar, the scoring
scorer.
machine.
Iba-iba mga sombrero nito eh. Meron din siyang sombrero na mixed.
Wilson spins, finds Hamito underneath. Jammer Hamito coming alive here in the fourth quarter with 2 critical baskets to extend the lead to 5, 80-75. Kalisan,
Kick ball.
kick ball.
Oh, what a drive right here by John Wilson. But how about the spacing created by the Nueva Ecija offense in this instance? Got all the space he needs, and after the spin move, the late drop, the Jammer for the easy finish.
AC, dumapit, labas kay Cranial Viloria. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Viloria is smothered. It will stay with San Juan. No call there. 2 on the shot clock. Soberano will inbound. Viloria has to fire. Air ball. Wilson on the run. Waits for JC. Marcelino misses the layup. Papa Ray secures the rebound. San Juan has numbers. And Orlan Wamar keeps the ball. Wamar fires. It's over the top.
I didn't like that shot. I thought they had an advantage already. He could have gotten a much better shot in the corner with Panganiban wide open. Soberano rather. But instead, it's a missed shot. And right now, possession will go back to the Vanguards.
JV Marcelino. Jumper from JV. JV Marcelino makes it a 7-point lead for Nueva Ecija. 82-75. Under 6 minutes to play.
Big stop coming up for the Rice Vanguards. You can force a timeout if you make a stop here and a score on the other end para mabawasan ang timeout ng San Juan.
Hugnatan fires. No. Wilson rebound. Binigay kay JC Marcelino. Now with JV. JV to Robbie. Robbie puts it in. 9-point lead, Nueva Ecija. Timeout, San Juan. Rice Vanguards are rolling at home in front.
Isit and Aaron Hiruta now call Mr. Franchise sa Delph, Coach Chris.
Orlan Wamar Jr. is the franchise player of the San Juan Knights. And what a story for him. Coming from the depths of the lineup and right now leading the charge for this team. They're down by 9, but alam natin, anything is possible. Any team has a chance if they have an Orlan Wamar to borrow Jimmy Butler's press conference right there. Pero alam mo, ang layo na narating niya, Christian. And when Mika talks about that 20-point game against Manila, a breakout game, and up to now, watching that,
Yeah,
says a lot about this guy.
because it keeps you grounded. No? And in the business world, it's just one of those rags to riches. There's just so much poured in, blood, sweat, and tears. And even in that regard, yung John Wilson hits a jumper on a catch and shoot situation. Even yung pambili ng suka, naaalala mo. Because those were the days wherein kung saan ka nanggaling, at alam naman natin, hindi mo pwedeng kalimutan kung saan ka nanggaling.
The first double-digit lead of the game, courtesy of John Wilson. Gamboa with a tip-in, and John Wilson has a wonderful story himself.
Ay, grabe yan.
A former tricycle driver.
Oh. It was so touching, I even shared it in my timeline. We're not even friends on Facebook.
JC Marcelino goes to Robbie Celis. Atake ni Robbie. Drop off kay Will. Last touch ng San Juan.
Grabe yung disiplina ron ni Robbie Celis para iwasan yung bola in between his legs. Talino.
The Rice Vanguards. Oh, well, Boss Bong Cuevas of Nueva Ecija. 86-78. That's Commissioner Kenneth Durendes right there. Robbie. That's a shot clock violation. So they get the stop. San Juan.
I'm not sure if that's the shot they wanted or the shot designed for. Nueva Ecija right now over the limit with 4 minutes remaining in this game. We talked about San Juan being over the limit in the last 5 minutes of the third quarter and how that played out. Gave a couple of free throws to them.
Nice. Again, deflected. Those quick hands by the Turbo Twins just causing all sorts of problems. Lamar, Marcelino, they're all down on the floor. These players are as tough as they come dito sa liga natin.
Totoo yan, no? But Orlan Wamar still lying down. He seems to be okay, just taking his time para itayo siya ng mga kasama niya.
86-78. What a battle this has been. Ball was deflected there.
Ayun, tuhod niya.
Ball was loose. Agawan, nobody really getting clear possession of the basketball. So A jump ball, a possession. Arrow pointing to San Juan. They have the ball here. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Wamars.
What a pass.
To
What a
Kalisaan.
pass.
Basket plus the foul. And Mike Kalisaan, they need him here down the stretch.
Talk about taking advantage of lesser height. Pinadaan sa ilalim. Squeaking that bounce pass in between two green shirts for Kalisaan. Right here, may kasama pang foul. Si Wamar still holding on his right knee. There's a challenge though.
Yeah, they will challenge the call.
That's a foul.
It's a foul.
But the basket will still count. Nangyari to.
There's some foul.
So successful challenge here para sa NUEVA ECIJA. There's no foul. Just a terrific move galing kay Mike Kalisaan. And the pass from Orlan Omar.
Yun ang legit na hang time. Sa atin iba eh. Yung spelling M.
May ham time.
Hang time.
JV Marcelino gets it across. Celis. They are up by 6. Naagaw ni Panganiban. Counter steal. John Wilson finds Celis. Celis. Umeresi. Celis and Groby. Celis with a fine finish up top.
What a strong finish. Pinakita pa yung bola. Pinitpit pa. Robbie Celis. What a half for him.
Panganiban inside the paint. Off the feed from Orlan Omar. Celis finds a way inside, finger roll miss. Macaloni there to clean it up. 90-82, and the size of the Rice Vanguards now giving San Juan problems. Quick hands, ball is loose. Picked up by Robbie Celis. It's with JC Marcelino, JV. And JC says we'll wait. We have to be patient. The Rice Vanguards. Marcelino attacks. And the stars are coming out to play. Para dito sa Rice Vanguards. JC Marcelino, John Wilson. Enjoying the action from courtside. His Rice Vanguards have a 10-point lead. Kalisaan, no. Maikes. Oh, basket plus the foul. 3-point play opportunity para kay Dexter Maikes. Not a lot of time taken out sa possession na yun.
Well, everybody was surprised because it was a pretty weak whistle blow. Not sure if there was a call, but there was a foul called. Marginal contact, whistle nonetheless. 3-point play coming up, and this is what I mean with the weak whistle. No? Challenge ngayon. So usually, undecided yung naging pito doon. And that's why I thought that was a smart challenge by Coach Don Dulay.
2-on-1, Robbie Celis, up. What a finish from Robbie Celis.
And contrary to just what happened, Sedelf, on the other end, that strong move by Robbie Celis, we heard 2 whistles, 2 loud whistles. Nakasabay pa yung crowd, and this was definitely a foul. 2+1 special coming up. What a special half for Robbie Celis after scoring only 5 points in the first half. This will be his 20th point if he makes the free throw.
And we saw Robbie Celis struggle in that first quarter, but you know, alam mo naman si Robbie, he is one player who, again, a rare breed in the MPBL. Never gets too high, never gets too low. And ito, ang resulta nun. He did not get the struggle get into his head dito sa laro natin. Macaloni. That won't go. 84-95. Naghahabol ang San Juan.
What a move!
And able to finish.
Nawala lang yung bola. I tell you, yung improvement from an offensive skill point ni Arvin Gamboa has been evident this season.
matter of time here for Nueva Ecija to putting the icing on the cake. Robbie Celis. That's night-night
More of them.
for the final buzzer here. Maikes shoots and scores. Only 2 seconds taken away. It's an 11-point advantage. Marcelino able to get the inbound. And the man of the hour, Robbie Celis. This is the second big game, okay? Second big game where Robbie Celis
A showdown.
showed out in the clutch. Against Pangasinan, he took over in overtime.
I remember. Yeah, that was in Pangasinan.
That
right?
was in Pangasinan.
Yeah, I don't remember the numbers sa larong yun. Well, I think the key to his game tonight, which something na nabanggit natin kanina, everything was inside the arc. You look at the numbers, he has yet to attempt a three-pointer. And that's something, probably the first time in his MPBL career. Usually, at least may isang attempt to si Robbie Celis because we all know he has a touch from the outside.
Susubukan niya
But
talaga.
it feels like there's been a conscious effort in the approach sa larong ito. That, I don't know if it's him or maybe from the coaching staff. Now, you know, Robbie, everything has to be in the paint. Everything has to be at the rim. Now, napansin natin, you know, nakita natin, nabanggit natin yung struggles niya ng first half. Only scored 5 points. Macaloni, 18 points. Macaloni finishes the game with 20 points. So this has been, you know, the Robbie Celis half, and everything has been at the rim.
Well, what a luxury, though. Will Macaloni scores 2 points in the second half.
Right, and the free throws support that too. 6 of 7, by the way, for Robbie.
And then you have John Wilson in the third quarter. JC Marcelino here in the fourth coming alive. And Robbie Celis able to take over in crunch time and, you know, finish off San Juan. Nueva Ecija.
This was a quality game.
Nueva Ecija is the only unbeaten team in the MPBL 7th season. The Rice Vanguards conquer San Juan here at home in Palayan City. Coach Don Dulay, you know, ano lang eh, no emotion whatsoever, very nonchalant. He knows.
4 players finish in double figures. The all-around game by JC Marcelino on both ends. He finished